The Forgotten Builders Before Tiahuanaco. Beyond the windswept plains of the Bolivian Altiplano lies the ancient city of Tiwanaku, a site that has long captivated explorers and scholars, known for its immense stone gateways, towering monoliths, and the mysterious complex of Pumapunku. The city once stood as one of the most remarkable achievements of pre-Columbian civilization. Its vast plazas and finely cut stones reveal a society of extraordinary engineering skill and deep spiritual understanding, yet behind this celebrated culture lies an even older and more elusive one: the people who came before the builders of Tiwanaku, the forgotten pre-Tiwanaku civilization. Their identity, origins, and fate remain hidden beneath layers of history and soil. The ruins of Tiwanaku rest over 12,000 feet above sea level, where the air grows thin and the landscape stretches into endless sky. The most iconic structure, the Gate of the Sun, bears carvings that suggest an advanced grasp of astronomy and cosmic order. Other relics, such as the Ponce monolith, show mastery in both symbolism and stonecraft. But beyond these visible wonders lingers a greater question: who were the first people to inhabit this high plateau, and what knowledge did they leave behind? The pre-Tiwanaku civilization, believed to have thrived as early as 1500 years before Christ, stands as a faint shadow in the archaeological record. Traces of their presence hint that they laid the foundations for the later Tiwanaku Empire, yet their story is mostly unwritten. Unlike Tiwanaku, with its monumental architecture and defined cultural legacy, the earlier people left few structures, but their influence can still be felt in the land they transformed. They developed early systems of agriculture, irrigation, and terrace farming, cultivating hardy crops such as quinoa and potatoes that continue to feed Andean communities today. These ancient settlers shaped the landscape into terraces and canals that sustained life in the harsh mountain climate. Their designs revealed both ingenuity and adaptation. Some of these early irrigation systems still function in remote areas, testifying to their lasting skill. But despite such accomplishments, the pre-Tiwanaku civilization vanished, leaving behind only scattered clues to their existence. The reasons for their disappearance remain uncertain. Scholars continue to debate whether this early culture gradually evolved into Tiwanaku or was replaced by new groups following social or environmental change. Many believe the transformation was slow, with Tiwanaku rising from the same cultural roots over generations, eventually growing from a farming settlement into a great religious and administrative center. Still, the evidence remains fragmented, and much of the story is speculation. Sites such as the semi-subterranean temple display rows of sculpted stone heads that seem to represent ancestors or divine beings, suggesting an early spiritual system that later evolved into the pantheon of Tiwanaku. Yet the link between these early builders and their successors is unclear. Other researchers argue that environmental upheaval played a decisive role in the collapse of the pre-Tiwanaku society. Climate records indicate periods of drought and freezing that could have ruined crops and forced populations to migrate, abandoning their homes in search of survival. Even so, climate change alone may not fully explain how a thriving society could vanish so suddenly. Unlike many cultures that declined slowly, the pre-Tiwanaku people seem to have disappeared rapidly, as if erased by some unknown force. Some theories point to internal turmoil, suggesting that growing power among local leaders and military factions may have weakened unity, leading to civil unrest, rebellion, and eventual collapse. The civilization may have crumbled from within as authority fractured and communities scattered. Others propose a more spiritual cause. Perhaps a dramatic shift in religion or worldview led to the rejection of urban life and the abandonment of sacred centers. The rise of new beliefs or the influence of neighboring cultures such as the Wari could have sparked cultural transformation, pushing people towards simpler rural existence. Still more speculative are theories involving natural disasters, earthquakes, volcanic activity, or sudden floods. The Andes are geologically active, and such events could have devastated entire valleys, forcing mass migrations. Whatever the cause, the fall of the pre-Tiwanaku civilization remains one of the Andes' greatest enigmas. Decades of excavation and research have yet to reveal a definitive answer. The sudden vanishing of one of the region's earliest complex societies continues to intrigue and puzzle historians. Was it the climate, the conflict, or a catastrophe yet unknown? As scientists continue to dig beneath the highland soil, new findings may one day uncover the truth of these ancient pioneers. Until that time, their story endures as a mystery. The forgotten builders who set the stage for Tiwanaku, waiting for the earth itself to remember their name. The hidden depths of Derinkuyu's forgotten world. Deep beneath the heart of central Turkey lies one of the most extraordinary archaeological enigmas ever unearthed: the immense underground settlement of Derinkuyu, carved from the soft volcanic rock of Cappadocia. This astonishing labyrinth of tunnels, chambers, and passageways extends far below the surface, forming an intricate subterranean world that once sheltered thousands of people, complete with wells, stables, kitchens, storage halls, schools, and sanctuaries. The sheer complexity of its design has puzzled historians and scientists alike, leaving them to wonder who built it, why it was made, and what caused it to be deserted. The rediscovery of Derinkuyu occurred in the 1960s when a local man renovating his home broke through a wall to uncover a hidden passageway. What he found beyond was a sprawling underground maze descending nearly 60 meters into the earth, a city designed with astonishing foresight. Narrow corridors connected vast communal rooms. Ventilation shafts supplied fresh air, and massive circular stone doors could seal entire sections from intruders. This was not a simple shelter, it was a fully functioning city beneath the soil. Archaeologists have traced its earliest construction back to around the 8th century before Christ, though evidence suggests the site was expanded and reused by successive cultures including the Phrygians, Hittites, and later Byzantine communities. Its history mirrors the turbulent centuries of the region where invasions, wars, and religious upheavals shaped daily life. Many scholars believe Derinkuyu served primarily as a refuge for people seeking protection from raiders and invading armies. In ancient times, marauding forces such as Assyrians, Persians, and later Seljuks and Mongols threatened settlements across Anatolia, forcing entire populations to retreat underground for safety. The engineering of the city reflects deliberate planning. The tunnels twist and turn, creating natural choke points for defense. Air shafts ensured breathable conditions even deep below the surface, and wells supplied water without exposure to the outside world. Its residents could remain hidden for months if needed. Some sections were believed to have connected to neighboring underground cities through secret tunnels, creating a network of safety across the region. Yet for all its strategic brilliance, Derinkuyu's story takes an unexpected turn. It was eventually abandoned. The reason for its desertion remains shrouded in mystery. Unlike many ancient cities that decayed slowly, this one appears to have been left intact and sealed, as though its people simply vanished, leaving everything behind. Some researchers suggest that as political and military threats diminished, the need for underground living disappeared. As more stable societies emerged above ground, perhaps the once vital refuge simply became unnecessary. Others propose that the city's decline was linked to shifting economic and religious landscapes. With the spread of Christianity during the Byzantine era, new centers of worship and administration arose above ground, drawing people away from the hidden depths where their ancestors once lived. Some even speculate that natural forces may have played a part. The volcanic nature of Cappadocia makes the region prone to seismic activity, and it is possible that a series of tremors or shifts in the bedrock rendered life underground unsafe, though no major evidence of collapse or destruction has yet been found. Beyond the practical explanations, more speculative theories persist. Some believe Derinkuyu held deeper spiritual or ritual significance. Perhaps it was not merely a refuge but a sacred space, a site of initiation or meditation where ancient rites once took place. Others have suggested the city may have been an experiment in subterranean living, a testament to early human innovation in extreme environments. Even more unconventional ideas hint that the builders possessed knowledge far ahead of their time, constructing this vast complex for purposes still unknown. Whatever its true origin, the mystery of Derinkuyu endures. Its silent corridors echo with questions about the people who carved them and the world they sought to escape. Modern technology such as ground-penetrating radar and advanced mapping continues to reveal new tunnels and hidden levels, hinting that the city may be even larger than currently known, perhaps stretching far beyond the excavated zones, waiting quietly beneath the earth for rediscovery. Today, Derinkuyu stands as a haunting reminder of human resilience and ingenuity, an ancient metropolis built not to reach the heavens but to hide from them. Every passage and chamber carved with intent and necessity. Its builders vanish, leaving behind only whispers in the rock. The answers to its purpose, its rise, and its fall may still lie buried deep within its shadowed depths, waiting for time and science to bring its story once more to light.